Imagine waking up and your phone isn't there. No notifications, no news, no endless scroll. Just you, your thoughts, and 24 hours to find out who's actually in control, your mind or your phone. Today, I'm doing a full day without it. No cheating, no just checking. And I'm going to show you exactly what happens to your brain, your mood, and your focus when you step off the dopamine carousel. Before midnight, I set these rules. Phone in airplane mode, locked away out of reach, a printed emergency contact sheet, and one old school backup phone for true emergencies only. No social media, no YouTube, no streaming on any device. Laptop is allowed only for filming, notes if needed, no browsing. Analog substitutes only, notebook, pen, a physical book, and a kitchen timer. Clear boundaries remove negotiation and decision fatigue. The plan. The experiment has 4 phases. 1. Morning reset. 2. Midday boredom. 3. Afternoon deep focus. 4. Evening reflection and reentry. Along the way, I'll share the science, without the hype, in a simple framework you can copy. Phase 1. Morning reset. I wake up and do what I always do, reach to check the time, except there's nothing to reach for. Instantly, I notice 2 things. A tiny jolt of anxiety, and a phantom vibration that obviously isn't real. That's cue conditioning. My brain expects a reward after a trigger, waking up, and when it doesn't arrive, it protests. So I breathe, in through the nose, slow exhale. Then I make coffee without any screens. The silence is loud at first. My mind starts throwing out reasons to break the rules. What if there's an urgent email? What if someone needs you? This is the moment most of us lose the day. I open a notebook and do a 2-minute brain dump. Everything I need to check. Just getting it on paper lowers the urge. Then I write today's one real priority, the thing I've been postponing because scrolling felt easier. That becomes my anchor. Dopamine isn't bad. It's a learning signal that tags what's important and motivates action. Phones exploit variable rewards, unpredictable notifications, that keep dopamine circuits on high alert. A short fast doesn't reset your dopamine, but it does reduce the frequency of cues and gives your attention system space to settle. Think, turning down the volume, not replacing the speaker. Phase 2. Midday boredom. By late morning, boredom creeps in. This is where most detoxes fail, because boredom feels like emptiness. Really, it's just mental hunger for novelty. I use a tool I call the boredom menu. 3 categories written out beforehand. Move, 10 to 20-minute walk, light stretch, a few squats or push-ups. Make, read 10 pages, sketch an idea, write 200 words, cook something simple. Maintain, tidy the desk, do laundry, plan meals, water plants. I pick one from each. Movement resets my state. Making something gives a small win. Maintenance clears invisible friction. Notice, none of these require a screen. When an urge hits, I practice urge surfing. Instead of fighting the craving, I observe it like a wave. Where do I feel it in my body? How strong is it from 1 to 10? What story is my mind telling me right now? Most waves peak and fade within 90 seconds if you don't feed them. It's not about willpower. It's about letting the spike pass without adding a second spike of frustration. Compulsive checking is a cue routine reward loop. You can't delete a loop, you replace it. The trick is to keep the cue, boredom, swap the routine, scrolling, for something frictionless and physical, stand up, drink water, walk, and keep a reward, small win or relief. Over time, your brain retags boredom as a cue to move or make, not to scroll. Phase 3. Afternoon deep focus. This is the window where detox pays off. With the noise dialed down, I set a 45-minute timer and do a deep focus block on that single important task I wrote in the morning. No music with lyrics, no tabs, just one thing. In the first 5 minutes, I feel the itch. I'll just check something quickly, but there's nothing to check. The itch passes, and then something surprising happens. Time stretches out. I re-enter a mode we forgot exists. The steady attention that complex work requires. At the end of 45 minutes, I take a 10-minute break. water, light stretch, stare out a window. Then one more 45-minute block. If you do only this, 2 focused blocks a day, you'll get more done than most people accomplish in an entire distracted afternoon. Attention works like a spotlight with a limited budget. Every switch has a cost. By reducing easy-to-access novelty, you lower context switching and improve working memory in the moment. Again, this isn't a permanent brain rewiring in a day. It's removing sandbags from the hot air balloon so it can actually lift. Phase 4, evening reflection and reentry. Evenings are where phones steal the most time. Without mine, I notice a gap. Normally, I'd sink into reels and shorts. Tonight, I cook without a podcast. I eat without a screen. After, I take a slow walk and let my mind wander. The day starts to feel longer, in a good way. Then I journal 3 prompts. 1. What did I reach for mentally today? Not the phone, the feeling. Was it certainty, comfort, validation? 2. What actually calmed me? Movement, making something, breathing, a walk. 3. What will I change tomorrow? 1 friction-removing tweak, turning off a specific notification, charging my phone outside the bedroom, deleting the most tempting app for a week. I make 1 promise for reentry. When I get my phone back, I won't flood myself with novelty. I'll check only what truly matters, in a specific order, at a specific time. If I sprint back into the slot machine, the detox was just a nap. If you've made it this far, you already know whether you want to try this. Don't overthink it. Set your rules tonight. Put the phone away. Print an emergency contact. Start the clock. Spend 1 day inhabiting your own mind again. Notice the urge waves. Watch them crest and fall. Do 1 meaningful thing deeply. Then when you pick your phone back up, choose how you'll use it before it chooses for you. If this helped, share it with 1 person who needs a reset. Stay focused. See you on purpose tomorrow.